You said keynote? No. Two, expand it into 600 words. Don't add ending sentences. And any headings ChatGPT said, trusting your journey is one of the most powerful decisions you can make because it puts you in control of your own story rather than letting someone else's past dictate how you feel about yourself. When you look around and start comparing where you are to where others seem to be, you lose sight of the unique process that only you can walk. The truth is, comparison is a trap designed to make you doubt your worth and question your potential. It convinces you that someone else's success somehow diminishes your own, but nothing could be further from the truth. Every person has their own timing, their own battles, and their own lessons to learn. You don't know the struggles behind someone else's smile or the sacrifices they've made to get where they are. When you trust your journey, you understand that your pace is right for you, even if it looks slow or messy from the outside. It's about embracing the fact that growth isn't linear, and sometimes the progress you make isn't visible to anyone but you. The path you're on has value because it's yours and it's shaping you into a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Comparison steals joy because it shifts your focus away from what you have to what you don't. It makes you overlook your own victories and instead magnifies what others have that you don't. This kind of thinking keeps you stuck in a cycle of dissatisfaction and self-doubt, which makes it harder to move forward. But when you stop comparing, you start appreciating the unique gifts and opportunities that exist in your own life. You begin to see that your journey, with all its ups and downs, is exactly what you need to grow. Trusting your journey means having faith in the process even when things don't make sense. It means believing that every setback, every failure, and every challenge is preparing you for something greater. Instead of feeling defeated when things don't happen as quickly as you want, you use those moments as fuel to keep going. You remind yourself that the delays and detours are part of your story, not signs that you're failing. This mindset creates resilience because it teaches you patience and self-compassion. When you trust your journey, you stop being a prisoner of other people's expectations and start living authentically. You make decisions based on what aligns with your values and your goals, not on what looks good on social media or what others approve of. This freedom allows you to focus on your own growth and become the best version of yourself rather than trying to fit into someone else's mold. It's important to remember that success isn't a race, and it's not about being better than someone else. True success is about becoming better than you were yesterday, and that requires you to honor your unique timeline. The moment you accept that your journey is yours alone, you unlock a new level of peace and confidence. You begin to celebrate the small wins and trust that they're building towards something bigger. Comparison also wastes energy that could be better spent on your own development. When you're caught up in measuring yourself against others, you're distracted from the work you need to do. You lose focus on the habits, the discipline, and the mindset that will get you where you want to go. Trusting your journey keeps your eyes on the prize and your feet moving forward, no matter what distractions come your way. It's about recognizing that everyone's path looks different, and that's okay. Your story isn't meant to mirror someone else's. It's meant to be your own masterpiece. When you learn to trust the process and avoid comparison, you create a foundation of confidence that nothing can shake. You start to see setbacks as opportunities and obstacles as lessons, which makes you stronger and more prepared for success. Trust is the quiet power that keeps you steady when the world is loud with doubt and negativity. It allows you to be patient with yourself and persistent in your efforts. When you embrace your journey, you stop chasing what others have and start creating what you want. You realize that your path, no matter how different or challenging, is exactly what you need to become the person you're destined to be. Discipline is the often overlooked key that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Dreams are powerful. They give us a vision of what's possible, a glimpse of the life we want to create. But without discipline, they remain just that, dreams. Discipline is what turns vision into action and action into result. It's the daily commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when motivation fades or obstacles arise. When you develop discipline, you're building a bridge from where you are now to where you want to be. It's a muscle you strengthen with consistent effort, and the stronger it gets, the easier it becomes to stay on course no matter what life throws at you. Dreams can be inspiring, but they're fragile if they're not backed by the structure that discipline provides. Discipline creates that structure by setting boundaries around your time and energy. It means choosing to focus on your goals instead of giving into distractions or temptations that offer quick but empty satisfaction. Discipline is what keeps you working when you don't feel like it, what gets you up early to put in the work, and what makes you say no to things that don't align with your purpose. It's the force that keeps your eyes on the prize, even when the road gets tough or progress feels slow. Without discipline, dreams are vulnerable to doubt, fear, and inconsistency. It's easy to get discouraged or distracted when you don't have a plan to hold you accountable, but discipline is like an internal compass that guides your actions day after day. It's what transforms good intentions into meaningful habits and habits into long-term success. Discipline also builds resilience because it teaches you to push through discomfort and keep going despite setbacks. When your discipline challenges become tests of your commitment rather than reasons to quit, this mindset allows you to learn from failure and use it as fuel to grow stronger. Discipline doesn't mean you have to be perfect, but it does require persistence and self-control. It's about making choices that serve your future self rather than just your immediate desires. This kind of delayed gratification is what separates those who talk about change from those who actually live it. When you see discipline as a bridge, you understand that it's not just about restrictions or sacrifice. It's about empowerment. It gives you control over your life and your destiny because you're no longer waiting for luck or external circumstances to change. You're actively creating your path through focused effort and consistent action. Developing discipline starts with small steps. It might mean setting a daily routine, sticking to deadlines, or committing to a practice that improves your skills. These small acts build momentum and confidence, showing you that you're capable of more than you thought. Over time, discipline becomes a habit, and with that habit comes a sense of pride and accomplishment. When you're disciplined, you're clear on your goals and values, so you make decisions that align with them. This clarity reduces wasted energy on things that don't serve you and increases your productivity and satisfaction. The bridge of discipline spans over doubt and procrastination, giving you a path to follow when the future feels uncertain or overwhelming. It's the difference between dreaming about success and waking up every day ready to work for it. The process isn't always easy. It demands consistency, sacrifice, and sometimes saying no to short-term pleasures for long-term gain. But the payoff is undeniable. Discipline leads to progress, and progress leads to the fulfillment of your dreams. When you build discipline, you build a foundation that no obstacle can shake. It becomes your anchor and your engine, propelling you forward even in the face of adversity. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary things, not by waiting for the perfect moment, but by showing up and doing the work day after day. Discipline is the bridge that connects where you are with where you want to go, and it's up to you to walk across it with commitment and courage, ready for the next one or something else.